burns dry. A dream or a song that hits you so hard, filling you up, suddenly gone.
Work. Hello. Yes, it's working now. Excellent. Welcome to One Shot Revolver. We get started. We'll do an acknowledgement of country. I begin today by acknowledging the Warlock and the Wirinjeri people of the Kulin Nation and the Noongar people, traditional custodians of the land on which we meet today, and pay my respects to the elders past and present. Hopefully my audio didn't drop out.
It was a little up and downy for me. I don't know about the rest of you cool kids. It sounded like you were talking like this.
Is my audio dropping out again?
That's okay. I think it's when you lean back, your mic just kind of gets muffled on your shirt.
Right. Okay.
Rotate that, spin a little, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, got to fix up. All right. How's that? Is that good?
Yeah, I'm up content.
Yep, good. All right. So let us get started. Evan, do you want to describe what we are doing today?
Sure. I mean, we could also introduce everyone because I think we have some new faces today.
Yeah, I know. Hi, Evan.
I'm a new
shiny
face. In you.
No, sorry, you've been here.
Yes, let's introduce first special guest, Peter. How are you?
Hi, I'm Peter.
Hi, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
And I'm a gamer.
Yeah. You've come to the right place. Yes.
Yeah. I'm sensing a lot of support, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, we won't hold that against you.
Thank you.
And we've got our usual suspects, Lachie and Danielle. Fabulous people that they are.
Good to see you all again. Pleasure.
Yep.
And you may know Evan from when he was a player.
Yeah.
With, a couple of episodes ago. And he's going to be running an adventure.
Got invited along to be like, hey, you don't get to play a lot. Let's, come do this and you can actually play for once, and then come back and, hey, can you DM now?
Okay, next time I'll invite you as a player again.
That's fine. I don't mind DMing. It's just, I just find it amusing.
It's part of the Forever GM system. We lure you in with the call of a player. And oh, man, our GM dropped out. If anyone could fill in.
See, I got the opposite. I was lured into GM the Magical Kitties game and then just kind of stuck around.
Yeah, I was the same with my opening. Is that Blades in the Dark?
Munchausen. It was Munchausen.
Oh, yes.
Munchausen. Oh, my God, that was fun.
That was brilliant.
Oh, my God.
You should do that again.
I'll sit out of that one.
No, you were the best.
Anyway, what have we got today, Evan?
Today,
Evan,
we have
yes.
the good old El Clasico of D&D 5e.
What? I'm not prepared at all.
I know that one.
What, you mean the most popular role-playing game in the world?
The character you've prepared says otherwise, Lachie.
Oh, sorry. That character.
One of the 20 million in your back pocket.
I honestly, some of my friends are giving me shit for the pure amount of characters that I've got in D&D Beyond. I'm like, well, I like to make all my NPCs as well. And so I got a large collection to pull from when someone pisses me off. I'm like, oh, well, this bartender's actually a retired...
Oh, no, you pissed off the retired level 20 monk.
Never a good idea.
All right, well, shall we... get this session on the road?
Oh, please.
All right. So, you fine upstarting folks have had somewhat of a pre-existing adventures, had enough time to get to know each other a little, get yourself out of a couple of scraps, and you've just landed what could be your first contract of meaning. You've been asked by a Waterdavian noble to go to Candlekeep, the largest repository of knowledge up and down the Sword Coast, to take notes from a specific book, this book being called The Price of Beauty. So we'll pick off the adventure as you approach Candlekeep, with the pre-prepared price of entry from your noble friend, which is a book that Candlekeep does not have.
Ooh, what's the book called?
You don't know.
We can't even read it. It's all wrapped up.
It's all wrapped up. It's potentially the noble either doesn't trust you or wants to keep it safe and less travel worn by the time it gets there.
Okay, I get the feeling that Stragos should not have been trusted with the book, so who would like to be holding it for the trip? Because I would have totally read it by now.
I will hold the book.
You may be the only one who wouldn't have read it by now.
Yes.
Just imagine this noble guy being like, you.
As the rest of us make grabby hands.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we approach Candlekeep, why don't we go up and down the line as we explain to our viewers who they are watching. If we start with Damien, your character.
You are watching Terus Hazeltooth, a Leonin ranger who grew up in the forest and was a happy-go-lucky folk guy until people started burning down parts of his forest. So he's kind of got a very grumpy attitude because of this. He came across this group as they were playing a concert, specifically Tantan and Stragos, and was invited along as a roadie, I believe.
Yeah, no, we had to hire you because my unseen servant, he just refused to carry anything. He said he's overworked and underpaid, so we had to find someone to replace him to prove he's worthless.
Bozier only pays so much.
Yeah, I bought a couple of extra drums at the last town, and I realized I don't have enough hands to carry them all.
I mean, it's a good thing we ended up, paying Terus here, like minimum wage, just to try and get it across. I mean, you can't always be slapping drums back and right. I mean, I gave you the idea of tying each one to your hoof as we walk along. You get like the bass drum stepping, but apparently it just puts your foot through it. Doesn't work as well.
I kept tripping over them, yeah.
What? Minimum wage? I thought I was being paid well.
I thought he was only getting paid tips.
Yeah, it's minimum.
So,
just ask any basis in America.
So
this is an outrage.
We have the
I've got my eye on
ranger, Terus, and striding along beside him is Tantan.
Yeah.
There he is.
Tantan's this relatively short 6-foot Minotaur, horns that stick straight up, green eyes, brown hair, and wearing this spiky leather armor with little like wood spikes coming off like pauldrons at the shoulders. He's got a little belt full of hand drums and a pan flute on one side and a lute strapped around the back of him. And he'll just be walking along with a big sort of big bass drum in both hands, tapping along on the sides and on the front of it.
Nice.
And continuing down the line to Stragos.
Yeah, Stragos, he too is a Minotaur. He's part of the well-famed band Sea Minotaurs. As you can tell, we play a few gigs around the area. We often have to pay to get on stage, but we do pretty well. He's a orangey type Minotaur himself. Has a almost bowl cut covering most of his eyes and rather small horns. Although he covers them by wearing actual horns over the horns so he can take it off and have a blow when he needs to. But yeah, no, I say he's just walking along, strumming the lute, trying to sing lyrics about what he sees. Like, oh, there's a bird over there. Do you reckon those are some lyrics there, Tantan?
The classic Randy Newman.
I think you tried this one before.
That is really good.
And down the other end of the line, we have Starsong.
Yeah, Starsong. I mean, the Minotaurs and the Leonin probably don't notice, but everybody else does. She's a bit odd looking for an elf. I mean, standard elf, pale, reddish hair, but she just looks a little bit uncanny valley, a little bit too pointy in the face, a little bit too pale, eyes a little bit too big. She looks a little bit like a drow. Not that anyone's prepared to say that to her, because she also carries a very large mace and is not shy about hitting people with it or setting them on fire, sometimes just for fun.
That does not sound like the person you want to cross.
Yeah, she's ended up being the Sea Minotaur's bouncer kind of by accident and unknowingly, because the two Minotaurs are so easygoing that they will just do anything for anybody. Yeah,
well, I mean, that's what a band does, doesn't it? They just decide to move people, and if they move us by making us take down, some goblins in their cellar, then so be it. As long as they're moved.
Yeah, you should always do what you're told. That's what bands do. It's the bardic way.
Not every gig is played in a pub. Not every song is played on instruments.
That is so true. But they're all dedicated to Loki, right? Right?
Some definitely are.
Yeah, I mean, I literally wrote Horny for You to Loki. I thought it was a pretty good song.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, good. I'm glad we agree.
Almost as good as your bird song.
No, the bird song's not bad. It's not as good as Utterly Crazy for You, but it's up there.
So as you finish this conversation, as you approach the gates, Terus hands over the wrapped package, and you are let into Candlekeep with one of their acolytes leading the way, having already been forewarned of your arrival and the journey and the task you have been set.
Is this acolyte the one who's carrying the book?
No, you gave that to a more senior person who seems to guard at the gate.
I would have definitely questioned him when we walk in. So you going to open that now, or what's the situation? I mean, can we just you're going to figure out that that book is definitely the book that you're after, and not another one? You better check it. Just a quick glance.
He unwraps, looks and goes, "Yep, all above board."
Are you sure? I mean, is it the correct title?
It is.
It is. Okay.
Is it a songbook?
It's not a title per se. It's not a book. It's actually a
collection of hymns.
No, it's a Chronicles of an Archmage.
Oh. So yeah, all right. If that's what you're into, I guess. All right.
Well,
let's
always is.
Let's go find this beauty.
So
what a letdown.
Led through the stacks of Candlekeep, you are led to the point of down a shelf where the acolyte reaches in and pulls out a book bound in soft green leather, set with golden clasps. As he picks it up and hands it to.
I'll take that. Stragos goes through. All right, let me have a look here. Let's see what we can work into some lyrics.
As you pick it up and towards your face, you're confronted with the unmistakable scent of lilies emanating from the book. As you look down, you see a polished oval mirror with a delicate gold frame and sort of starred-like locks of hair flowing down the sides of the mirror itself.
Oh. I never judged a book by its cover, but this one looks a bit like me. He opens it up and then looks into it.
It's filled with illustrations of woodland scenes. There's art, there's jewelry, and delicate handwriting is accompanying the illustrations about prayers and meditations dedicated to seeking self-worth, and the occasional beauty tip here and there about, ways to style hair, various unguents and ointments that can be made to appear more youthful, as the light sidles you towards a desk to sit down. You hear a nervous muttering around the corner just near the desk. As you see a middle-aged half-elf woman perusing the aisle in the vestments of an acolyte of Candlekeep. You see her looking around quite quizzically, going, "She must. You must be somewhere around. I don't." And at that point, the eyes, sort of fall on you for a sec. He looks and says, "I'm sorry. Forgive the disturbance, but I'm looking for," and sort of looks down at the book and catches sight of it and says, "That. I'm looking for that. You guys, you haven't seen Felthrax, have you?"
Felthrax. I think they headlined last year's concert, didn't they?
Oh, those bastards. They run us off stage.
Yeah.
No, Felthrax is a person.
A coincidence.
Oh, I think we're thinking of Anthrax.
Yeah, no, that was it.
That's
Anthrax and the Jimmy Barnes. That's.
There's a lot of animal people in that one. There's the whole barn.
But no, we haven't happened to come across this gentleman that you're referring to. So if you'd be so kind, I think I need to get to copying this bad boy. And he cracks his knuckles and starts waving his arms around and summons an unseen servant. Okay, buddy, I need you to start copying this from left to right, and don't expect anything in your Christmas bonus. All right, there we go. Good chap. He slaps the unseen servant on the back.
As you see, this half-elf is just kind of loitering around, sort of just looking at the book. So, are you sure you haven't seen him? He was, he's been a bit down recently. He's kind of just.
What does he look like?
I don't want to say.
Apparently, he's made of feathers.
Is he in the book?
I don't think so. It's Candlekeep. It could be. He had been looking at this book and had seemed slightly more upbeat the past few days. But he didn't go back to his quarters last night, and no one's seen him. In fact, the last place he was seen was in this aisle here, presumably heading towards that book.
Maybe he met someone in the Isles, made a connection.
No one's seen him leave, as far as I've been able to tell.
Unless they left with him. If he made this connection with someone he met.
Am I detecting a hint of jealousy in your eyes there? Are you and this Anthrax person pretty close?
We're good friends, and
good friends, yes, I understand.
Yeah.
Stragos has had many good friends.
I had a friend once.
But he died in that fire you keep bitching about.
Yes, he did.
Real shame. You keep recommending lyrics for it, but it seems a bit too downbeat. I don't like it. We only play happy songs. You don't imagine you hear all the people cheering for, let's all do the clop. No, they don't want to hear about the fire. No one sings songs about fire that gets up anywhere.
We've got
Where were you on the day of the fire? You still won't tell me.
Well, there's so many lyrics that could be written on the day of the fire. I mean, Tantan, lay down a quick little beat. I mean, he doesn't look around to make sure there's no librarians in here. Let me explain to you about how to write a good song. And strums up his lute.
Oh, God.
it just pulls out the drum in the library.
So there's the spell tracks. Let's keep on some kind of target.
What, you want to get this done in 2 hours?
I'm currently trying to write lyrics for Forest. My heart is on forest fire for you, but it's not clicking.
Not enough cow puns in
It's
there.
because you don't have enough Loki in your lyrics.
We're going in
Low
circles.
key, my heart is forest burning for you.
See, that works.
As you
Starsong is right. Let's focus.
as you are all sort of getting into this tangent discussion, the half elf actually goes up to the desk and closes the book just to have a look at it.
Hey, you're cutting off his wages. He has to work hard for the nothing. Gesturing towards the unseen servant.
And as you're in that, you see her look down and you hear a voice come out of the book. There's, well met, dearest one. How do you feel today?
Jesus, it talks. He
Roll a
jumps
sanity
back.
check.
Sanity check.
No sanity checks in this one yet.
What did you say?
What
You see the half elf just sort of back up in shock.
Oh, that's a cool little trick. I mean, you're a ventriloquist. Like, I tried to work it myself, but I couldn't make my lips move without talking.
That's not me, that's the book.
Well, I mean, you're very good.
I'm going to go and look at the front of the book and see if it talks to me as well.
As you glance down at the book, it doesn't speak to you, but as you look in the mirror, you look at the image of yourself as the how long is Starsong's hair?
Kind of middle of her back.
Middle of the back, as it
Yep.
starts to sort of twist and braid behind in the mirror up to a rather ornate hairstyle. Braids in the back, sort of, in and around and up and curled. Sort of thing that would probably take many hours.
This just actually happens to Starsong, who, like, she's just standing there and her hair
No,
holds up, or in the mirror.
as you sit there and check your hair, it is still as it was.
Tantan leans over her shoulder. It's like, oh, Starsong, that's a good look.
Showing you a vision of how you could improve your looks potentially.
Interesting. Why did it talk to you? Did you say something to it first? I'm asking the half elf.
Well, I just looked at the cover and, well, it spoke. To be honest, I've never looked at the book. Just Felthrax had mentioned it several times in the past week, and, well, I figured if he's looking at it that much, he's probably somewhere here.
I don't want to alert you. Sorry, what was your name? I haven't captured yours yet.
Oh, sorry, I'm Loris.
Loris, absolute pleasure to meet you. Now, you don't think that, Loris, that you're Thrilltrax type person? You might have fallen in love with this here book. I mean, it did have a lovely speaking voice. I'm hate to say it, but Starsong, you might be challenged for that lead singer role.
That's fine with me. I'm more into chanting than singing.
No, come on, we can't do our gig without you. But let's. He flips over the book and turns it to him. Hey, you've been flirting with this lovely lady's better half?
Are you looking into the mirror?
No, totally to the front of the book.
Oh.
Close the book, pull it over to him.
Yeah.
Is there a mirror on the front?
The mirror is on the front, yes.
Yeah, okay, yes, totally.
As you see your horns appear to polish and shine, like even that little sort of twinkle star right at the tip.
Oh, my goodness, I've never been a large horn person because I tell you, it's the not the size, but how you use it, but that looks rather nice.
At which point you hear the voice of the book ring out again. It says, well, if rest, relaxation, or transformation is what you seek, then I am sure Silvery will see to your needs. You see as the mirror sort of glows softly for a moment, and then just behind the book, a 5-foot wide portal appears. As you look through it, you see an old woodland trail marked by posts resembling stone lilies. His voice rings out, well, follow the lilies to Silvery.
Oh, well, I mean, not that I need an extra couple of inches on my horn, but I mean, what's the harm in looking? I mean, so what do you say, Tantan? Shall we?
Yeah, I bet there's lots of song ideas in there.
Yeah, there's songs. Yes, and he'll be like, if I could just put one foot, he tries shoving his foot in through the portal hole.
Yeah. You step through. Loris, is everyone else following Stragos?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Let's step into the dangerous-looking magical portal to an unknown
As I start stepping through the
destination.
portal, this is surprisingly more painful than I thought it would be.
It is not painful. It's just then you find yourself standing in on a path through a forest. You look back and you see the other side of the portal currently. You see Loris just standing there going, please look for Felthrax. I'm sure he's there.
Yeah, well, just keep in mind that I'm not 100% sure that he hasn't run off with this silvery person. I mean, if this silvery thing can offer what I want, what business do you have trying to fight Felthrax for what he wants? Anyway, good luck! And he'll, turn around and, we're coming, Tantan, Starsong.
Are we're meant to take this book to the guy who hired us?
No, we just had to make a copy of the things. As soon as we're done with this, I'll just have our chap out there continue writing the words out.
All right.
We got some time to kill.
Starsong, did I ever tell you about the lilies? It was the last time I was truly happy.
I'm pretty sure you've told me at least 14 times.
14 times, yes.
The last time you were happy, before the fire?
Before the fire, there was the smell of lilies that day.
The smell of lilies that came on the smoke.
When
Forest.
your heart was a forest fire for Loki. See, you can work with
No.
That's good.
No.
That's good. I'm writing that down.
No, you people don't understand me.
this. Because now your heart is a forest fire, Terus. We do understand.
Terus, soon everyone will know how your heart burns. Just like that forest fire.
Is this concept of a metaphor that you keep telling me about? I don't get it.
Well, I think it's just a
go with
low-key burning sensation. That's all we're going for.
Low-key burning. I think that's Starsong's tune.
It's low-key burning sensation. It's the biggest hit that we're going to come out with. I tell you, if not for an extra inch on my horns, we're going to find the lyrics to low-key burning in this here forest.
Low-key burning. I think there's a...
While we talk, we walk along the path following the lily.
Yeah.
I think there's a cream for that.
All right. So
Imagine the lyrics. I cure wounds, won't heal my... I got a low-key burning sensation.
Number one hit.
As you walk along the path, it's not that long a walk. It's maybe 5 minutes, and you find yourselves standing before a rather large, what you must assume to be some kind of retreat. It's got that kind of day spa feel to it.
So not lots of soldiers sort of running away.
No soldiers. It's, in this nice
Retreat
clearing of the area. You come across, as you come up the trail, you notice that you're up one, and then as it leads up to what looks to be the main entrance to this temple/spa deal, there's another path as you're sort of, if you imagine you're sort of approaching from the southwest, there's another matching path that sort of comes from the southeast up, and both meet and converge at this door to this rather large, single story but large building.
How far have we walked before, like from the portal before this appeared?
It would be about, no more than about 200 feet.
Okay, so can we see the portal from which we came in?
Not anymore. As
Okay.
you travel along, you would have lost sight through a couple of meandering turns.
And looking down this other path that connects with it? Anything exciting?
It meanders itself back to the woods, but we're not entirely sure where that path leads.
Yep, cool. All right, so just keep in mind that if we're coming out here, we need to follow the right path to get back out. Make a note of that, someone. I'd offer my unseen servant, but he's a little busy. Terus, you mind writing that down?
It's part of my job.
Well, it is now. I lack another employee, so you need to pull up the slack. It's a team effort here. We're busy writing lyrics. Tantan, I was thinking of getting this bit in the song where we will a Hillsburg work? And then from the audience shouts, no! And then it's it could work really well for us. Incorporate the audience a bit.
That really ties into the chanting thing. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, okay, great.
Get the audience involved.
I'll write it down begrudgingly.
Write down the lyrics as well.
Watch yourself.
While we do that, shall we go knock on the door? I'm assuming it's the door to this one-story building.
That's a double door that approaches in.
Before we enter, can I use my primeval awareness?
Sure.
It senses whether there's any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead within 1 mile of where I am.
You get is it one or all of the above?
Ooh.
Do you pick one?
This is aberrations, celestial, dragons, elementals, faes, fiends, and undead.
Okay.
I think it's all.
All of the above. I believe it's a spell slot though, so
yeah, I have to waste a spell slot.
Yeah. But you do get from somewhere in the grounds of that temple, you get a couple of different sort of pings in your mind.
Ooh.
You get a little bit of fae in a few places. You also get a fiend.
I sniff, go. I think, careful, my friends. There's fiends about. Fae as well, but that could be anything. But
and also just a touch of elemental.
Elementals too.
Well, I tell you what's really mental: this drum solo, and then Tantan, take it, knock on this door. Perfect. That's going right in the center.
Oh, God, I live with morons.
The door opens and you see a
Sorry, I'm held up on elemental drums.
a group, a man at the door opens it up. A fairly attractive man in very loose fitting, flowing robes, sort of long blonde hair. It's almost like Fabio-esque.
Love it.
Love it.
As he opens the door and more guests for the Temple of the Restful Lily. Welcome. I am safe. Are you
are
after
safe?
Safe.
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 Stafe. Oh, that's your name. Oh, okay.
Do you mind if I just call you Blondie?
I've been called worse in my time. Sure.
So just to be clear, that your name isn't Safe and you have a lisp. It's Stafe. Yeah.
Safe. Yes. No.
It's a little difficult to hear. It's fine. I mean, I'll go with Blondie as well. I mean, it just seems like it's a little more rolly off the tongue. There's so many letters, and I don't want to offend.
Very well.
What did you say the temple's name was?
The Temple of the Restful Lily. You're not paying attention. Write that down.
I'll write it. Yes, I'll write it down. Starsong, have you ever heard the Temple of the Restful Lily?
Have I ever heard of the Temple of the Restful Lily or any reference to a restful lily religiously?
Roll a religion check.
Okay, religion. I'm pretty sure I've got proficiency in religion, if I can find it. Yes, I do. So 4. 19?
19. You've heard of it once from a fellow elf as you were growing up. About all you know of it is that it's a temple dedicated to Sune, the elvish god of beauty or goddess of beauty.
It's a temple to the goddess of beauty, as far as I know.
Well,
which, I mean, makes sense for your horns. You wanted shining?
Well, I mean, polish a horn, you know. I mean, Blondie here looks like he might polish a horn pretty well.
I guess that's what they do here. Polish horns, pick flowers.
We have an esthetician on site. If you require a massage or a manicure or pedicure, or
just the polishing will be just fine by me. Well, I mean, can we come in? We've got some people doing business out on the other side of the. I mean, is it a portal or book? I mean, this is the only way to get here through that entrance that we came in.
Well, that's not the only entrance. It's the one that brings in the occasional random wanderer, such as yourself. But there are also, as he points to the other path, that takes you out through towards Silvery Moon.
Can I do a knowledge check on Silvery Moon?
Sure.
Is that part of that elf and the queen's thing? We mentioned that before. Is that right, Starsong? There's Silvery Moon where the elf goddess came from. Is that what you said, or am I imagining things now?
I think you're imagining that.
Good.
Yeah.
The voice in the book mentioned Silvery Moon.
She mentioned Silvery Moon about getting my horns polished.
Or silvery, at least.
Silvery, yeah.
Oh, Silvery. Yes. She was the previous owner of the Restful Lily, or the owner.
The temple.
Owner is the strong word, but
Caretaker?
caretaker of the temple, yes.
Who is
she
the
now?
current caretaker?
Well, my current employers are 3 elven sisters.
Oh, lovely. And you haven't had anyone by the name of Threltrax come through here, have you?
See,
I think it was Anthrax.
Oh, it might have been Anthrax. I wasn't really
Should
paying
we
attention.
go in Like,
as he sits,
rather than stand in the doorway?
Yeah, is there somewhere for us to set up? We've got a few pieces of equipment.
we necessarily need to set up. We have a bathhouse with just the most wondrous benefits,
Including horn polishing?
That's what I'm here for.
horn polishing
apparently.
could be part of the.
Bathhouse experience.
Yes, well, that'll be, I guess, equivalent to a manicure or pedicure.
Well, either way, Blondie, I said that you'd let us in. We test out the waters, and you can tell us more about this Threltrax / Anthrax who might have come through here. And in the meantime, we'll get Terus to set up our gig band.
We don't currently. We have not had anyone by either name through this temple recently.
Oh, that's a real shame. Loris is going to be quite upset. Oh, well.
But I can certainly, entry to the bathhouse and hot spring itself is 5 gold.
Oh, so that's the price of beauty, is it? Oh.
Beauty always has a price.
Yes, apparently it's 5 gold. All right, Terus, you carry the gold, pay the man.
Is the entry price just for coming in? Or does that cover any treatments as well?
The entry price gets you into the hot spring. Well, come on through as he leads you through into the lobby. You see a desk at the front that he's standing behind, and as you look, there are doors immediately to your left and to your right, as well as a long corridor up behind the desk. And you see many sort of curtain partitioned, almost like changing rooms heading up towards another set of double doors at the opposite end of the corridor.
As we're walking along, I'll look over at Blondie, and they're quite attractive, you know.
Thank you.
Is there some kind of special treatment that makes you almost irresistible to that of the Minotaurs?
Oh, wow. My employers excel at physical transformations. And
Yes, I'll bet they do. I'll bet they do.
boons.
Well, I mean, if I pay the 5 gold for the entrance to the hot spring, and how much extra is it for the heady petty?
That will be 2 silver.
Okay, I'll add it on.
We also have, if you require a haircut or a shave.
Oh, no, I don't particularly want the shave. I mean, if you could style some of this Justin Bieber bob that I got going, I'd appreciate it. But other than that, I think you should leave it. I like that shaggy look down below. Clean up top, rough down below. You know how it is. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Of course.
And how can I get one of those long flowing robes that you're wearing?
Well, if you, the gestures behind him, if you sit in the, go into a change room, there's a set of robes and a trunk for your belongings if you so desire to place them there.
Yeah, I think I'll do that with all but my loot. So, yeah, thanks. And now go about your own business, people. We're on break. Terus, write that down. And he'll walk into the back change room and start getting undressed.
Still having a discussion about my wages after.
We can discuss what you don't get. That's fine.
You just have to be nicer to the audience, Terus. Get them to tip you. If you smiled more.
Just a roadie. I just set things up.
As you head in, yes, I'm well. The lounge is to your. He sort of does the to your right. You see, it's in there's a garden to your left, and of course the hot spring right behind me.
All right.
Are there any other guests here at the moment?
Oh yes, there's several. It's not just a day treatment. If you would care to stay longer, we do offer lodging overnight as well. For gold, including meals.
It must be a really good hot spring.
It is unparalleled.
Let's try the hot spring.
Terus will not try the hot spring. Stand guard.
Stand guard over the band equipment.
Stand guard and set up the equipment.
Thanks, Terus. What would we do without you? Here, take this drum, and this drum, and this drum, and this loot. I'll take this drum into the hot springs.
Strength check.
Yeah, I'll find a change room and get changed as well and pay him his 5 gold and go into the hot spring.
Yep. As the 3 of you enter the double doors through the change rooms, having disrobed and placed your belongings away, you open the door into a rather large chamber of polished white marble. And in the center of the room, there's a pool of steaming turquoise water. And you see along the wall opposite you, frosted windows showing the view beyond, as the frosted and stained glass windows provide this nice little dappled colored, restful vista as it sort of the color hits the water and sort of ripples and breaks up even further on the surface of the water in an almost hypnotic pattern.
Nice. Well, I'm going to strut forwards and act extra confident as I step over into the rippling water.
Yep.
Try to show off to Blondie that, the heat doesn't affect me at all.
It's warm, but it's not boiling.
Oh, I was expecting it to be harder.
Like it's not like, putting a lobster in for dinner or anything. It is very relaxing as you sort of settle down into one of the sort of carved benches inside and just sit there, and you can already feel your muscles start to relax.
Tantan, you got to try this. This water's good because it's not clumping my hair together.
It's rare we find a body of water that makes a fur cleaner.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's good. Look at this. And he's just stroking his, fingers through his fur. Look, no knots. Rather impressive.
And as they settle down into the water, Terus, what are you doing with all of the band equipment?
I'm finding somewhere that can act as a stage so we can set it all up.
Yep.
And just keeping an eye out for anything suspicious.
As you think of the best place to go, well, Seth mentioned a lounge. So you head through the door and find yourself in a room full of large cushioned chairs, possibly somewhat annoyingly to your fellow traveling members. There is already calming music through the air. as well as a floral scent. There's a bar that takes up one corner of the room, showing shelves of various wines and spirits that look to be of generally very good vintage, and baskets of fresh fruit along the bar. You also see on a wall 2 tables with a whole bunch of files and clippers, presumably for some mani-pedi action. As you look, there are 2 attractive humans behind the bar, 1 male, 1 female. As you take a quick glance around the room, you see it's sitting in one of the lounge chairs, the large chairs, lounging, looking about, a female moon elf with soft blue skin, smooth black hair down to her waist, and with sparkling sapphire eyes. And as you wander in with gear laden down with all the instruments, this elf stands up. You must be some new guests. Welcome to the temple.
Thank you. Thank you. Where shall I put all this gear?
Are you staying the night?
I think we will. Yes.
Well, if you've paid, say, for lodging, we can you can place that in any of the. Well, do you have a key for a room yet?
Did we pay for rooms yet? I can't remember.
You have not.
We haven't.
We've only paid access into the hot springs for 5 gold, although I don't know if you paid for that yourself.
No, we have not. We have not checked in for rooms as of yet.
Well, if you care for lodging, just go back and see Seth, and he will organize a key for you.
We will do that. Have you heard of someone called Anthrax? Terax. Yeah.
I believe I've seen such a being, human. Yes, we have not had any guests by that name here in my time. Oh, but how rude. I am Morgana, one of the 3 caretakers of the temple.
Oh, Ghana, right. We heard there was three sisters. One of the sisters.
Yes, there's myself, Morgana. There is Azursa, who you'll probably find in the garden. She's of the physical bent, in achieving peak athleticism and helping others achieve likewise.
Peak athleticism, you say? Well, I've been trying to work on my muscles. So, my life's work is to find people who destroyed my forest. Well, I can tell you about it if you've got a spare few hours.
Alas, I do not.
Well, where is this sister who can help me get more fit?
Azursa is in the garden. If you're interested in acquiring more strength. We also have some very special treatments that could assist you in that regard.
Special? How so?
Very special.
What does it involve?
Well,
Is it painful?
It is not painful. It is, well, it's a magic ritual.
I'm not one to trust magic.
Oh, but much of this is built by magic.
Are you magic?
I have some, yes. Well, if you wish for this for a special treatment, it would involve all three of my sisters and I. But not too long, only an hour.
I would like this treatment, but let me ask you, have you noticed the presence of a fiend?
Fiend in forest?
It's a temple.
In the
Nearby.
No, I have not seen any fiendish creature.
Well, you seem like a trustworthy sort. Okay, let's do this treatment to make me stronger. Grr.
Very well. Well, if you would care to place your belongings with Seth, I will gather my sisters and hang here momentarily, and we will come collect you to our tower for your sitting.
Excellent. And he just dumps all the instruments and forgets all about that because he's just so interested in getting fit.
Okay. In a very quick time frame, you are gathered up by Morgana, and you also see a sun elf with wavy auburn hair in a breastplate with a red mantle that's through it, in just looking absolute peak physical condition.
Is this just Terus, or is this everyone?
Is just Terus at the minute.
Yeah. Cool.
And not far behind her is a wood elf of copper skin and white hair, and has a veil over her eyes, and at her side is a rather large mastiff who is, she's leaning along and also seems to be almost guiding her to where she needs to be. Morgana, well, sisters, I'm sorry, you are...
Me, I'm Terus.
Yes.
My apologies, I thought I introduced myself.
I'm sure you did. He's interested in a special treatment to make himself stronger.
Yes.
At which point, the wood elf with the white veil gives a soft giggle. Oh, come along. And they lead you out through the back of the temple, and towards a 3-story tower out the back. As they lead you up the path, you also see off to your left what appears to be a ruined shrine of some variety, hidden in amongst overgrowth and bushes.
Do I see any symbols?
You don't catch any as you're sort of being herded along into this tower.
Yep.
Standing over the tower of the door is a statue of a winged elf. You're led straight through the bottom floor of the tower. There's like a foyer entrance, and sort of in the center of the tower there's a There's a spiral staircase that goes up as they lead you up through the actually, no, that's me reading my map wrong. They actually keep you on the ground floor into and sort of lead you through the main door and immediately hang a left into a large as you walk into the room, you realize it's probably about half the size of the tower itself. You walk in, and the first thing you notice is it's incredibly evenly lit. Some form of magical light in here. And sort of in the center, there's an oversized chair. There's also a heavy curtains covering the windows, and up against one of the walls is a very large ornate chest, which the athletic sun elf immediately wanders over to, rummages out and pulls out a canvas and sets it on an easel as the wood elf collects some paints out of there as well. And Morgana gestures you towards a chair, and well, if you would care to pose for your painting, it is a magic painting. As long as you keep it around and keep it safe, it will make you stronger.
Wow. How?
Well, that is our secret.
Wow. So I have to keep it around. How big is this painting?
The painting itself is the canvas that has been brought out is probably about 5 feet by 3 feet.
Sizable.
Yeah. As they gesture to you to take a. Well, the pose is up to you.
I guess I can.
Have you asked the price yet?
I guess I could keep it on, strap it to my back or something. Seems rather.
Or you could place it, in your home.
How nearby does it have to be?
Oh, as long as it's safe. So are you.
Okay, I understand. So, how much will this cost?
Oh, this does not have a price in coin. This is a favor, a small boon which we will ask for within a year.
Lovely, I see no problem with that at all. Let's go.
As you strike your pose,
Joke's on you. This is a one shot.
Oog.
as you strike your pose, we'll go back to the other three. As you sit there laying, relaxing in the pool.
Stewing in warm water.
You know, Starsong, you kind of look like one of those Tantan, what are they called? You know, the things that she looks like.
Priestess?
No, the anime girls. It's the big eyes. It makes me think that you're one of those Japanese cartoons.
Huh. Interesting.
Anyway, I'm getting all a bit pruny personally. How about you guys?
Yeah, this is nice, but it's
You are
not...
the most relaxed you've been since you all came together.
So now that we're feeling a bit more relaxed, how do you feel about being the lead singer? I've been jamming out these lyrics here, and I'm thinking, something like, we got this burning sensation. It's taking me downtown. What do you think of that?
I still feel like chanting is more my
we could
thing,
definitely
but...
add a chanting section. I think
can
it'll
put that
work
in
in there. Yeah, no. So we have a chanting section. We're like, yeah, burning, and then we go do with the drums, and then a guitar solo might kick in there, and then whichever one chant out again. I think it's going to look really good.
Like a low key. Low key.
I like that, yeah. Low key. Low key, yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
I could be in for that.
I'm really thirsty.
You're sitting in water.
Have a little lick.
It's,
I expected it to taste nice.
It's that sort of minerally tang and unpleasantly warm to drink.
You know, originally I tasted this before you guys got in, and it wasn't so minerally. Don't know what that's saying, but it's just interesting fact.
As you
Emerge from the warm water,
feeling every muscle in your body is now relaxed.
All right, well, I think I'm here for my heady petty, so if we can work that in. Where's that Blondie? Hey, Blondie! I'm getting out now.
Are there towels? I assume they're towels.
Yes, there are towels.
I'll go looking for Terus, see if he's set up yet. I'm ready to play some drums.
All led into the lounge. Stragos, as you're led to the tables with all the various accoutrements for
Clipping and polishing.
Clipping and polishing. And there's also a selection of nail varnishes as well.
Love it.
Tantan, as you look in, you see all of the various instruments just piled, not even in a corner or in the center, just wantonly laid off to a random point of the room.
Bobby, Chanel, my drums.
Oh, that's it. We're docking Terus's pay. He's going to start paying us to carry our stuff. Now, if you don't mind me, and he really gingerly kind of gets up onto this table really clumsily, and then face down into the, what do you want to call it? I say massage table because you can work the horns from there. Garçon, I am ready.
At which point you've kind of seen the features in Starsong and haven't bothered asking the question, but as stepping out from another room.
Is it an anime girl?
It is not an anime girl, but it is definitely a drow. A male drow steps out and steps in and starts expertly grabbing the bits of
horn.
Well, expertly grabs the horn, yes. And also
gentle, it's my first time getting my horn done.
Well, I'll be sure to make it something special.
I appreciate that.
Do you have a favorite color?
Well, if you can make me something that's going to match my orange fur, so how's about a bright purple?
I can do that.
Perfect. And if you can add some star sequences on there, I think it's going to really light up the stage. So we can work that in there. But no, I'll leave it up to you. As long as it's purple and has stars, you got creative freedom on it.
Right. He settles down to work with various sort of
just imagine him smiling in the mirror at the end, whenever you get a haircut. It's great.
Yep. He's doing that. Tantan, you're sorting through your instruments.
Yeah, I guess I'm just setting up in the lounge with the chill music where that's playing.
Yeah,
it's like we've had bands front for us before, but never a magical background jazz playlist.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wander around and see what there is, see if there's, I don't know, tea or something on the sideboard. Maybe wander out into the garden.
One of the, you ask for tea of one of the attendants behind the bar, and they steep some leaves and flowers and pour you a very nice fragrant cup of tea. You sip and wander out into the garden. You also would have noticed through the windows, with your passive perception, you would also notice that same ruined shrine that Terus walked past on his way to the tower.
Okay, well, I'll take my cup of tea and wander over to the ruined shrine, have a look at it.
You assume at some point it was probably quite a beautiful shrine. Now is crumbling stone. You see several engraved images of Shune still visible underneath the moss. Always her face gazing down towards the path back to the spa. There are stone doors at the front of the temple that seem to be sealed shut by some kind of thick, clear resin. You see above the doors a faint inscription in Elvish that's still visible and readable. That says, "Welcome, dearest ones. Come find the beauty within you."
Mm-hmm. How strongly sealed are the doors?
As you go to tug on the door and you see a few windows as well, you pull on them and they don't budge. As you're going around trying the doors, you hear the occasional sound from within that sounds some kind of humanoid style voice, either muttering or you could almost swear at the occasional sob from somewhere within.
I'm going to go check a window.
Yeah.
Are these windows with glass in them or just openings?
They're windows with glass, but they also have shutters in front of them currently.
On the inside or the outside of the window?
On the outside, and they're covered with that same resin that the door is.
Are the shutters made of wood?
They are.
Ooh.
They look like they'd burn.
It's amazing how many times you hear that in a campaign. Roll an intelligence check.
Intelligence. 10.
10. I mean, wood normally burns. You're not sure what, if anything, the resin would do, but wood's burnable.
All right. I mean, that's good enough for me. I'm going to sacred flame the shutters. Technically, that's radiant damage.
Yeah, it's not flame per se.
I could do firebolt instead. Firebolt is definitely fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you release a firebolt,
just a subtle firebolt, since I'm right next to the shutter.
Roll an attack.
So, spell attack is 22.
22. That'll hit as you get a very blackened scorch mark sort of in the middle of one of the panels of wood, but it doesn't set fire to it.
Does it char it a bit?
It's a little charred, but you probably need to sit there for good several minutes to try and firebolt your way through it.
I mean, Tantan is setting up the music. Stragos is getting his horns done. I don't know where Terus is. I've probably got a couple of minutes that I'm not doing anything. And this is a cantrip, so I can just keep going.
Sure. Roll a stealth check.
Stealth. Let's see how this goes. 15.
15. As you get sort of 3 or 4 firebolts off, you can see one of the doors to the temple burst open, as in the temple, not the shrine.
Mhm.
And you see Safe rushing out. What are you doing?
I'm trying to open a window.
Please don't open that window.
But why not?
Well, I'm not entirely sure the specifics, but
You know there's someone inside.
there, well, something, yes. There's
anthrax inside.
let's see. My employers, as they tell it, didn't necessarily buy this temple off their previous owner. It was, well, they found it somewhat in disarray, and you feel that whoever owned or looked after this place probably fell afoul of anything that now lives down in that shrine.
Okay. So what lives in the shrine?
I have not set eyes on it myself, but the sisters describe it as a humanoid figure with snakes for hair.
So, a gorgon.
I've not heard of such things, but if you're familiar with them.
Tell you what, we can open up a window. I will blind you and you can go in and check who it is. It's only temporary. And if it is a gorgon, then they won't be able to turn you into stone because you won't be able to see them.
And I want to be able to see it to confirm what it is.
You can touch it.
I feel like it might attack me. But I'll tell you what, well, you seem to have some form of offensive weaponry. I can talk to the sisters if you'd like, and we can see if we can't strike a bargain if you and your compatriots as adept as you.
They're adept enough. They're definitely good at what they do.
Okay. Well, if the group of you would like to take care of the problem, we can probably see you appropriately compensated.
I'm all for compensation. That seems fair. I just wanted to see what was inside.
Well, as you said, if it is what you think it is, maybe you don't want to see it. But
I'll send Stragos in. He'll let me blind him.
well, one of
After last time, I'm a little hesitant.
your Leonin friend is currently
You just see the guy above him, the drow with the buffer. He's like, oh.
He's currently in consultation with the sisters, so once he's done, maybe we can discuss that.
Okay.
And he starts to lead you back into the temple. As you're led in and have more drinks. It's probably only about 20 minutes before Terus walks through the door. Terus, as you sit there, what pose have you struck for this painting?
Like this.
Okay. As you're in that cross pose, you see the three of them working on the paint, and the moon elf is slowly chanting over the work of the other two. After about an hour, they sort of stop and take that step back and look and go, masterpiece. They turn it around, and it's a visage of you in that pose, but all of your muscles are well defined. They're just that little bit bigger and bulgier, like you've, just done a quick course of steroids. As you sit there and look at it, you feel those same muscles start to bulge and stretch in your own body. As you look down, and you are now much more muscular than you were. And you can add 2 to your strength score.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Thank you, kind DM. Wow.
I'm not sure that's a kind DM. I have an idea that is a devil's bargain right there.
As they lead you out, say, congratulate you on your new looks. They then lead you back out the door into the temple. As you exit the foyer, you see a very thin, weak-looking dragonborn, very feebly trying to sweep the floor of the foyer of the tower with a very well-worn broom. As they're trying to sweep, it's almost like they're struggling to keep upright while sweeping the broom.
I see this?
Yes.
Oh, that's not how you do it. Shit. Yeah, let me show you how to do it. He grabs the broom.
And as you're showing them, you can see the Dragonborn sort of just look at the sisters, and then they just meekly stand there. And as soon as you give the broom back, having shown him how it's done, the Dragonborn immediately runs out up the stairs and away.
Strange little fellow.
As they lead you back into the temple and into the lounge, you find Stragos standing at the mani-pedi table with these purple horns, like black milk legging type of things, where they've got that very sort of purpley going into black sort of thing with like all the stars across it. It's kind of it's that sort of night sky, like just as the sun set, sort of purple layered sky with the stars just starting to appear out from it.
Terus barely notices it and just walks in, like, very proud of his muscles.
Terus, how could you leave the drums on the floor? They were.
Cares about drums. Look at me. Look at me
They trusted
now.
you.
This is what you get for low wages.
All you had to do was carry the drums for a few more months and you'd look like that.
Yes, but this is done in like a couple of hours.
Great. So you're going to continue carrying the equipment?
Just think how much easier it'll be now.
Yes, but only if you raise my wages by 1 copper.
Okay, well, we'll raise it a copper. We're going to take out damages upon the drums. I don't think Stacy is ever going to be the same again. Back to it, Starsong.
That sounds fair. And he goes and grabs it.
Point you see Saith whisper in Morgana's ear, and they sort of look and addresses the lot of you, going, "So, Saith here says that you are a capable bunch of experienced combatants who might be able to take care of our long-standing problem."
Yeah, and the Stragos will step up and kind of admire himself in the nearby wall to see what he saw. Like, you know what? I think, in fairness, I was expecting it to be pretty horrible, but this is a perfect shade of purple. No, I'm happy to do whatever you need. I mean, I can compensate you for some of these work. I mean, look at this. The tips are actually gold. You call that French tips? Is that what that is? Then I'll be happy to sort out your problems. Whatever you need, Blondie.
They've got some windows that are glued shut
That's
with something inside.
That's a protective measure on our end. We can remove the resin to allow you access.
So what are we doing? We're cleaning out rats, goblins. We've fought both of them before. We just need us to play some tasty licks.
Do you want us to play the gig before or after? And he's just like tapping away on the cymbals and drums that he's got time to the jazz music.
You know, that ruined shrine would make a great stage. We could just combine the gig with finding whatever's in there and dealing with it. If it's friendly, it'll like the music. If it's not friendly, we can get rid of it first.
So you think the acoustics in that area will be better? I mean, I trust you as the lead singer more than anyone.
Well, I couldn't do too much testing because I couldn't get inside, but it looks like it'll have good acoustics.
Oh, lovely. All right. Well, I think that's a fair call. So, Blondie, you make the arrangements. I'm going to put some pants on. And, yeah, no, if you'd be so kind, just to everyone avert your eyes, because I'm about to do my walk of proudness. And just that
change back into your armor in your change rooms.
Tantan grabs a couple of cymbals and one of the drums and hands it to Terus. Like, all right, here's our portable kit. I give that to you. Don't drop it this time, and consider the damage on Sally Moot.
Very well. With my new muscles, this is nothing. You just got huge piles.
As you rearm yourselves and head back out to the shrine, you find yourselves.
They're reattached now.
Was part of
and
the.
You was getting close with that buffer. That it was really deep tissue massage.
As you approach the front doors of the temple, being led by the very athletic Sun Elf, she puts her hand to the door and mutters something you don't quite catch as a few seconds pass and the resin starts to melt and flow and become almost slime-like as it sort of runs down and pulls at the bottom of the door frame. After a minute, she grabs the heavy stone door and pulls it open. And
What spell is that? That's fascinating. I'd love to know. Is it a divine magic, or is that something you've had to study for?
Oh, this is learned. It's something my sisters and I came up with.
I mean, Blondie did mention compensation. I don't suppose you'd be willing to scribe me a copy of that.
We can discuss that. I think we were thinking more in the terms of free lodging and use of the facilities here for a time. We can adjust if you'd like.
Definitely.
Is Blondie part of the facilities? Just out of curiosity.
I don't think you can ask for Blondie's payment even for dealing with monsters and a really good gig. But
I'm not asking for him as payment, just hypothetically. It was a hypothetical question that I'm putting out there for everyone to question, not just me.
What does Blondie do?
What doesn't he do?
He looks after the running, greeting, organizing visitors and getting them set up, and overseeing the many employees, leaving us free to do our specialties. So, as we leave you to do yours, as you step on into the abandoned shrine, I think that's probably a solid point to take a quick break.
Woohoo!
Very good idea. Excellent. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, this is fun.
I honestly could think it would have been quite okay with just letting us do a day at the spa.
Next one shot, no plot, just
just a
spa
day
day.
at the
No
spa.
plot, just
Day at the spa.
I will describe all your treatments in detail.
Oh, the hot stone massage.
I'd love Stragos to be there as the cucumbers on the eyes do nothing, so it's just
Cucumbers, these are zucchinis.
all right. Great.
10 minutes?
We'll see you in 10.
10.
Cool.
Let's do it. Break time.
Thank you.
Cheers.
All right. We are back. Hello again, everyone.
Oh,
Hey,
you caught me off guard.
Wow.
where were we?
All right. You fine
Walking
adventurers.
in.
We're just entering this abandoned shrine of Shune.
I spit on it first to make entry easy.
Because it's always easier to walk through a door after you spat on it.
That's what she said.
Okay, so we're starting back with a bang.
All right. So
All right.
as you-
Let's go in and get turned to stone. Rock hard somewhere.
Before we go in,
Oh,
hey,
God.
everybody, whatever's in there might be a gorgon, so just don't look at it.
A gorgon?
Yeah, I can blind you if you want.
Hang on. Aren't gorgons all creatures in D&D?
What?
thought they were, and Medusas were called Medusas.
Oh,
Am I
maybe.
wrong? Am I wrong?
No, I think you're right.
Even though in the myth the Gorgons are
Yeah.
Medusas, in D&D for some reason,
Gorgons are something different.
Gorgons are of some kind of bull creatures. It's like, what the fuck?
Okay, my bad. Medusa. It might be a Medusa. Not Uriel or Steno. Medusa specifically.
Yeah, there's multiple Medusas in. Anyway, that's another topic.
It might be one of those critters with the snakes for hair that turns you to stone when she looks at you.
That's it. Yes.
Okay, well, just because I look so pretty right now, I'm thinking that potentially I send one of our other band members into the fray. What are you cool with that? So I'll start tapping my foot, and as I do so, the bead lifts my shadow off the ground, and I'm like, "Oh, how's it going, Hank? If you wouldn't mind going in there and having a look around," and this shadow version of Stragos comes out, and he's like, "Yeah, no, I'm good. I think I kind of heard what was going on in there, and I'm good. Thanks." Oh, okay, cool. So, all right, that's not going to work, but I currently have a shadow version of myself refusing to go in now.
What did you cast out of curiosity?
That is Manifest Echo. It's it's a fighter skill for the Echo Knight. They can make a copy of themselves and do a whole bunch of little tricks and things. It's kind of fun.
Well,
But he's our bass player.
Tantan puts a beanie over his head, horns poke through him. He's like, "Yeah, I can go in. I can check it out."
Yeah, no, we don't always need drums, so it's fine. Go on. Just yell if there's any problems. Hank, if you get the chance, maybe you should just go with him. And no, man, I'm good. Hank.
Wow, Hank.
as Tantan wanders in,
he's gonna cast invisibility on himself first.
okay. You enter into the shrine itself. You look all around, and the inside of the shrine has the appearance of having been abandoned for quite an amount of time. Looking about, you see what seems to be the result of some terrible confrontation from a while ago. There's broken benches and shredded cushions that are overgrown with thick fungi. You see, there were once 4 large mirrors hanging on the walls. They've all been shattered, leaving the floor of this temple or the shrine covered in shards of broken glass.
Broken benches, shattered glass. It's a good album name. Is there anything in here not broken?
Your spirit.
It's the thing you see that is unbroken is a large grime encrusted statue of Shune. Well, the statue's original expression might once have been something akin to smiling laughter. All the streaks of dirt and water now make it appear as though she's like weeping, like that hardcore emo, like mascara running, crying type of weeping.
Nice. Tantan claps to check the echo in the room. Check the acoustics.
And it being largely bare wall now, it echoes. There is a bunch of reverb.
Starsong Night doesn't have good echo at all. Doesn't have good acoustics at all.
Well,
maybe it's just because the furniture's all broken. Like, if we cleared out all the broken stuff and put some hangings up or something, probably be fine.
If we can fill out the room with people, I think it'll deaden the sound.
I think if we just we go in there, we make a cut down some of those, gowns that they give us. We could hang them on the walls. kind of give it a daycare, concert type of feel. I think it's going to work pretty well.
As you look at the statue, you also notice behind the statue a set of stairs descending down behind it.
Oh. All right. Tantan comes back to the room and tells everyone, I was looking in there and there's a bunch of stuff that's broken, but behind the statue, there's a set of stairs descending downward.
Well, I mean, how could we not? A set of stairs leading into an unknown underground space inside the possibly extra-dimensional dangerous place behind the magic portal. Clearly, we should go down them.
All right, I'm with you then, Starsong. Let's go, Hank. Come on.
Yeah, you're the smartest one here, so yes, let's go.
We
That
start marching
really
forward.
concerns me.
Are you just carrying on marching through?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to, try teaching Hank some of the lyrics to the new song.
So key burning
Backup
sensations.
Yeah, burning sensation.
like burning sensation.
So this is what we're going to say, be like, will a healing word work? And you're like, no!
No!
And then will a cure wounds work?
No.
Will a restoration work? And then we say, well, honestly, it probably would, but, for the sake of the impact, we're going to say, no!
No!
It's going to work pretty well. I think the crowd's going to really dig it, Hank.
As you
It's really
get into
catchy.
the cure wounds part, you hear crunch and you feel the shard of broken mirror shoot into your foot for
Oh, bloody hell.
1 point of piercing damage.
Oh, God, I pissed myself. I guess
Shard of mirror
what
sticking
they-
into your foot.
I guess what they actually needed was a mending spell, and I'm going to try and, find a space on the ground that's half clean and try and pull out the piece of mirror from my foot. Hoof,
Yeah.
sorry. It's gone straight into my hoof.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have that spell. Okay.
Yeah, so, and I look at the mirror. I mean, is there anything interesting about it? Or is it just
It's just a shard of mirror.
is there any other
Pull out
mirror
a
in the
little
near
bit of-
vicinity?
Pun?
Is there any other mirror in the near vicinity?
There is just shards.
All
It's
over the
everywhere?
floor.
Yeah, cool. Nice. Well, no, everyone, watch your hoofing and foot because that's gets so pointy it can go straight through, Hoofdale.
I think
Tantan,
we've lost Peter.
Yeah, it looks like we have.
No, he's really happy. That's what I just.
He's the beat has got him mesmerized.
Apparently, he just had a brownout, so he's on his way back now.
Go.
fair
Oh.
enough.
Oh, well.
Join back in momentarily as
God, the
we're
stream.
fucked.
We've lost it. Danielle just split in half. I thought that was my ability.
I mean, I'm still good. I don't know about you guys.
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right, well,
From my side.
While we fix that, we're going to continue on. So, how's about we continue down these stairs? Come on, Tantan, I'll pick you up since you look frozen solid. And by that, I mean,
God.
Terus, we have to
Oh, God,
pick him up, carry him.
The Medusa has frozen him already. He's petrified.
Oh no. Are we sure it's not a basilisk?
As you
It's invisible.
All right, so
Careful.
yeah, Terus, you carry him, and I'll lead the way, and I'll cast dancing lights to give us some cool effect as we go down the stairs.
But you just took that because you're a bard and you want to look cool.
I did 100%.
mate, you gotta have
Which is fair.
you gotta have a good light show for a set.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not just about the sound, it's all about the lights as well.
Yeah, of course.
If the lights
Audio
are dancing,
visual.
so's the crowd. Anyway, so as you carefully pick your way through to the staircase and start descending down with the lights weaving in and around the party, you descend down the staircase and find yourself in a basement level of this shrine, in which you see as well as the lights from Stragos, you also see just that there's a soft white glow emanating from a square pool of water set in the floor of this basement.
Oh, it's another part of the hot spring.
Nice. I guess I'll go feel it. Maybe this part's the warm bit. I mean,
Yeah.
I was rather disappointed by the heat up there, so I'll walk over and have a quick splash in the water.
As you step across into the room proper, you see the flicker of a small fire made of twigs and scraps of deadfall. And just past that, you see a collection of torn cushions and rugs and tapestries and clothing piled in a corner to make a bed. As you see something writhing, moving in about the bed. As you stand up, as they sort of Rosina notices the lights and stands up. And screeches out in a high-pitched voice of, You will torment me no more.
We're not tormenting you. Just honestly, if you don't like the music, just say and we'll go somewhere else.
As she starts lunging towards you, I would like everybody to roll initiative, please.
Ooh, fancy. Oh, look, I'm Danielle again. Oh, I was Danielle for a moment. Let's roll some Inish. What do we say, kids?
Welcome back, Peter. Welcome back.
We went downstairs and I rolled a natural one for Inish. No, I went downstairs and then as we got there was a bed made out of remnants of things and a small fire. And she's like, hey, you'll torture me no more. And then here we are.
Thank you for the recap. They tried to take us down.
They did. The Medusa got you and you froze up.
You were petrified, no less.
Yes, invisible Medusa, petrified.
I'm really happy that you put my surname in the one-shot Revolver stream. Stragos Meatymoo.
Meatymoo, yeah.
It's important.
Very important.
How else will people know who the bassist and also lead lutist of the Sea Minotaurs are?
Well, it was like the saying came from my dad used to point out which cows you'd get milk from and which cows you'd eat. And so there was Milky Moos and Meaty Moos. I figured since you probably can't get milk from Stragos. I mean, Blondie probably could.
So let's work our way down here. Anyone at an initiative over 20?
21.
Oh, killing it.
Nice.
That's our lead singer.
It's probably also the highest I'll roll today.
I thought the lead singer was always late to come in, but
bucking the stereotype.
Okay, so Starsong, anyone 15 to 20?
15.
15. 10 to 15? Okay. 5 to 10.
Yep. 8.
8. Okay. And that would leave.
That would be my natural one for a 4.
Oh. Okay. So that would put Starsong up on the bat. As you are currently standing in the grouped around the stairwell, and in the corner just behind you, about 20 feet away, is this writhing, massive snake-haired humanoid.
I am going to step to the side out of the way so that I'm not blocking the stairwell.
Yep.
And then I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
Which for me manifests as a flail. And then I'm going to have my spiritual weapon go and smack the screechy woman with the snake hair,
Okay.
which it can do as a bonus action.
It can.
So
Roll your
melee spell attack.
Yeah. Roll a melee spell attack.
The benefit of translating a character from 3.5 to 5th ed is I had to actually read all of the spells. That is not a great attack. That's a 12.
A 12 does not hit, unfortunately.
Oh, well.
The flail lashes out, and as it reaches out, one of the snakes actually curls around the flail and flings it away.
Cool.
That is your bonus action.
Mhm.
Any action?
Casting the spell was my action.
But it's a bonus action to cast spiritual weapon, and
Oh, yeah, it does. It gets to attack on its first round as part
Yep.
of the same thing. Cool.
Yep. obviously you didn't read
Well-
that
Yeah. Here I am.
Want some cream for that burn?
Ooh, the self burn. Those are rare. Firebolt. Firebolt, I think, is my go-to. So
well. All right.
that
Roll
is.
Ranged spell attack for that one.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god! Seriously, that's also a 12.
Oh, that's an unfortunate first rounders.
Mm.
You
Do I set anything else in the room on fire?
actually that
Only
roll
got a
would
one.
actually been. Are you looking at the Medusa to aim?
Yeah, I could probably kind of have to.
You can not look and just do it at disadvantage.
I'm gonna assume that I looked because I probably have to say in advance if I'm at disadvantage. And
Alright.
the temptation is to say, yes, I'm at disadvantage given that I rolled that low anyway.
All right. Well, in that
So-
case, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn.
Oh no.
Damn.
Let's hope I roll better on this because Constitution's only +1. 13?
Oh, that is a fail.
Ooh.
As you fire off your firebolt, you feel yourself start to lock up, and moving becomes very difficult.
Hmm.
And that will be the end of your turn, I believe.
Yes, it is, sadly.
Okay. Tantan, you are next up.
Has the Medusa tried to speak at all?
She yelled at us.
Yeah.
Could we understand her?
Yes, you could.
Oh.
It was said in common of, "You will torment me no more."
Oh, damn. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Tantan's just gonna pull the beanie down. Be like, it sounds like it's time for a grizzly stampede. Plays a little tap on his drum, and then turns into a grizzly bear as a bonus action
Okay.
and rushes her.
Alrighty. Are you looking into?
He's just gonna head down, arm swinging.
Okay. Then make your grizzly bear attack at disadvantage, please.
Sure. Hey-ya! The bite goes for a miss.
What was
10.
it? 10 does not hit.
And then the claws go for a 17.
17 does hit.
All right. That's right stats. That's 12 points of damage.
All right. as you go for the bite without looking, and it's really hard to avoid the gaze as you're that close, and sort of the having to concentrate on where your eyes are closed and pointing means you miss the first one, but you catch just enough of a glancing blow with your snout to go, oh, that's where she is, and boom, straight across with the claws.
Nice.
Anything else for your turn?
That's it.
That's you. Okay. It is now the Medusa's turn. Is going to attack Tantan with its snake hair. That is
Wood.
not a great roll. That is a grand total of 8.
That doesn't hit.
Hey, it's not just you rolling bad, Danielle. As she's also going to reach in and pull out a short sword out of the pile of bed and bedding. That first attack will be a dirty 20.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That's what happens when you pick up a dirty sword.
Is the sword broken too?
The sword is not broken, but it doesn't look like it's seen a large amount of
You
use.
have to roll for tetanus.
As you take 7 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
And the second attack is a 16.
That hits.
That hits. That is 8 points of piercing damage.
All right. 15 damage.
Okay. That is going to end the Medusa's turn, and that will bring us to as it stands, that will bring us to Terus.
Terus, tell if the fiend ping that he got is this creature.
Roll a survival check.
That is 14.
14. The ping you got off the fiend was actually more on ground level, not below.
Okay, so this is something else. Well, Terus has just seen Starsong get petrified, essentially, and Tantan get screwed up, so he's a little bit afraid at this stage. And he's heard about what Medusas can do, so he pokes out both his eyes.
Valid choice.
Yeah, bold play.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
Is that an action, or is that
Like, if you want to be that dramatic, sure, you could blindfold yourself as well if you want to be less dramatic. But
Close your eyes.
No, he's gonna stab him out. He's not too smart, and
People have closed their eyes to the atrocities that's happened to my forest for too long. No longer. A statement must be made.
I'll say
I could accidentally open my eyes. The blindfold could fall off. I'm not taking any chances.
all right, as you use your sharp claws to poke yourself in the eye. You are now
Okay.
blinded.
Yes, and the reason I can come back from blinded, so this is why I'm doing this.
Okay.
Maybe if the spell does what I hope it does.
Does a restoration spell work?
No.
Okay, you are now blinded at the foot of the stairs.
Is that a free action or is that a?
I'd say in this case, it would. You know what? If you're doing it to yourself, that's a bold move. I'll let you do it as a free action.
Excellent.
You just take 40 damage.
I'm going to attack with my longbow at disadvantage, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Blinded. I got this.
Oh, 23.
Wow.
With disadvantage. With disadvantage.
No, that's not a disadvantage. That was only 1d20.
Oh, I thought I rolled 2.
No, that was only 1.
Why isn't D&D Beyond behaving? All right, I'll roll it again. I rolled a 24.
Fine.
I remembered where she was.
Yep.
I shoot by sense of smell. Wait.
That will hit. Roll your damage.
Yeah. Oh, 5 damage. Not too exciting.
Every bit helps.
Yep. And as a bonus action, he's going to roar. And wisdom DC 14.
Okay. That is a 9. That'll be a fail.
So it is frightened of me if it's capable of fear.
Well, it certainly is as you let out. I think probably in combination of willingly poking your eyes out and then visually frightened what the hell you were doing.
Who is this madman?
As you see it sort of shrink back and try and squeeze even further into the corner.
Oh, I should mention I have to be within 10 feet, so I probably would have moved forward a bit.
Okay.
Be a bit closer to it. Yeah.
Sure. You are now standing next to the campfire that was burning.
Cool.
Do you feel that little bit of heat given off?
Yeah.
Okay. And that will bring us to Stragos.
Nice. So she's what, 30 feet away from Stragos now, bottom of the stairs? Or further?
No, the room itself is only about 25 feet across.
Amazing. Perfect. Stragos will turn to Hank and be like, okay, Hank, this is your moment to shine because I think out of everyone in this, you're going to be the best one who's able to fight this because, quite frankly, according to the rules, you're an object, not a creature. So I need you to do me a favor, Hank. Oh my God, you're going to owe me one. Like, yeah, sure. I'll buy you some new clothes. So I'm going to send Hank over to where she's standing as a free action.
Yep.
And
she's now surrounded in the corner by Hank, Tantan, and
nice
Starsong spiritual weapon.
And Hank pulls out a greatsword and tries to swing at her.
Cool. Roll your attacks.
For a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice. For a solid. Ooh, that's some goodish damage. Numbers. 8 and 8 is 16, and then plus 3, 19 damage.
Oh.
Yeah. So she does that, and then as a bonus action, I'm going to go over to Starsong and stand in front of her and be like, all right, Starsong, I need you to snap out of it. We're getting to the good bits of the songs. Remember that we got with low key, low key, and that's going to be coming up. So, and I'm going to give you a bonus action of Bardic Inspiration. So you can add a D6 to one of your saving throws or something to try and get out of your paralysis if you get it.
That will be good.
Right. And that will bring us all the way back up to Starsong.
Yep.
As I try and read my own horrible handwriting.
I'm now semi-petrified.
Yep, you still have your regular turn and you'll get another con save at the end of your turn.
Okay, cool. I'm going to first just yell to Tantan. You said you had a mending spell? There are a bunch of pieces of mirror upstairs. And you know what Medusa's like less than anything else is their own
Gravy.
reflection.
Yeah, a reflection.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And gravy. And I mean, yeah, that's true.
I mean,
But their own reflection.
I was gonna mend the drum that Terus broke first, but I guess I can use it on the mirror.
So that's your amount of talking you can do in that turn.
Cool.
What else?
Let's try Mind Sliver. That's psychic damage. So it's an intelligence save.
An intelligence save.
Yep.
That is
My save difficulty is 14.
That is a dirty 20 on the save, so that's a success, unfortunately.
Damn it. Oh, well. My spiritual weapon, I think, can attack as well anyway.
With a bonus action.
Yeah. So, spiritual weapon attacks. That is 14 for a spell attack.
Just misses.
No. Oh, well. All right.
And at the end of your turn, another Constitution saving throw.
Can you use Bardic Inspiration on the saving throw?
She can.
She can if she decides it's not high enough.
Well, I have bad news for everybody because I rolled a 3. So even with Bardic Inspiration, I am pretty sure that I failed that very badly.
Yes, you have, as you turn to stone.
I turned to stone.
Oh, God.
I am now a very nice statue.
You're
Oh, dear.
nice statue of Starsong.
Starsong!
Yes.
Think of the drum solo! Step out!
Yes.
Stragos, we need a power cord.
Good luck, guys.
Okay, Tantan.
Yeah, think about doing that mirror mending. It's going to take me a minute. So if I go back upstairs and mend the mirror, everyone might already be stoned by then. So Tantan's going to...
I've been stoned before. It's not that bad.
Tantan's going to try...
I'm feeling no pain.
Starsong, knock twice on your statue if you're okay.
Utter silence.
Oh, God, no!
She's not okay. All right. Yeah, so I guess Tantan's going to continue trying to attack at disadvantage.
Okay, go right ahead.
Got a 10.
10 will not hit.
How about a 9?
Surprisingly, no.
Surprisingly, yes, but also no.
So instead, Tantan, as a bonus action, is going to give Terus a bardic inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
So,
Okay.
Terus, you can't see this, but catch. And he tosses like this spectral xylophone block around his head.
Oh, nice. Epic. Epic. If I can see it, I'm sure it'll be epic.
I was like, thought you were going to say, I tossed some underwear of one of my groupies at him. Every time you don't get, but you could if you're a better group, Cody.
All right. That is going to now be the Medusa's turn again. Is going to reach out to keep going at the grizzly bear. That is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, with the schnick hair. That is 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
And find let's do 6. 10 points of poison damage.
That's a lot of
Okay.
damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of nuts.
And are you still a grizzly bear?
I am still, I'm still a bear.
Right.
Barely.
Can you use your drums for like a rim shot?
Yeah. Use
Okay.
the bear pads.
Uh,
Smacks the Medusa in the head.
I'm going to attack with short sword. Oh, that's less great a roll. That is a 11.
That hits.
Okay. Are you not wearing armor?
As a bear.
Bear.
Oh, bear. Sorry. You are, in fact, bear.
Ah.
I can see your bare bum.
Well, at least it's a shit damage roll. That is 3 points of piercing damage.
Oh, okay. I'm still a bear.
And the other one was a 9.
That misses.
Hey!
Hey.
Okay. And that is basically lashing out and then recoiling into the corner, trying to get the hell away from this lion thing poking its eyes out. It can't move anyway because it's trapped in the corner.
Good.
It can move through the spectral weapon, in case you were curious.
Yes.
Spiritual weapon.
It's currently frightened and not thinking straight.
Got it.
Okay. Terus.
Terus is unsure if this will work because he's not the smartest in the smartest cookie, but he's going to try Lesser Restoration spell on Starsong. That does cure paralysis, but I don't know if that's a paralysis condition.
As you let it go, and spell by running up to Starsong, and you let the energy flow, and she is still stone.
That's what I thought.
Feel like you need some more juice.
More
More
juice.
power.
No.
Give it all she's got, Carlin. Okay, that is your action. Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna roar again because it would wear off at the end of this turn. So I'm gonna try and make it afraid of me again
Okay.
as a bonus action. DC 14, wisdom.
DC 14 wisdom. That is a 14 exactly.
Help.
Not so afraid of the thing running around midnight frantically.
As a maniac.
Okay. Stragos, you're up.
Right, all right, then. Well, I guess my best option, I'm going to try and curse this little, Medusan snake-headed woman. So I throw a curse at her. And then I'm going to be like, "You're doing great, Hank. Give you 2 thumbs up if I was looking at you." And yeah, Hank's going to swing down with his sword again.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
Ooh, a little bit fancy.
So were you doing Hexblade's Curse?
It is Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
I don't think it does any more. Plus 3 damage to bonus. That's nice.
Bonus 3 of damage.
6, 8, 9, 12, 17 damage.
4.
Oh.
You're doing great, Hank. Keep on swinging.
Maths is the worst. Okay. Hank has started laying into it, and the Medusa is now bleeding from several cuts and scrapes and is looking a little the worse for wear.
Be careful, guys. I heard if you cut off one of the snake heads, 2 more grow back.
And then we go to our steady as a rock Starsong. Is nothing but a rock. So,
A rock singer?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be worse. Could be heavy metal.
Oh.
Then I'd just be heating up the whole room.
Or poison, or it would be poison.
Quick, we need
do
some jet
both.
fuel. That's the only thing to melt her.
Tantan.
Yeah, Tantan frustrated. It's going to look up and try and swing. Normally.
Oh,
All right. He's gonna try a bite. 21.
21 will hit.
11 damage.
11 damage.
Oh, no.
A claw. Natural 1.
Uh,
That doesn't hit, does it?
no,
No.
a natural one does not hit.
Um,
Your claws actually go over the shoulder. So you're surprised by actually biting into this creature for once. And you just get that momentary, like nails on chalkboard kind of screech from the claw down the stone.
absolutely throws me off.
Yeah. Particularly for a bard, such discordant noises.
Yeah, all the hissing.
Yeah.
Um,
And
cool.
that will be a con save for you, please.
yeah, for sure. The bear is great for this. Let's see if I am. 11.
That is a fail
Oh no.
as you start to turn to stone.
No.
But not petrified yet. Okay.
I can give a bardic inspiration to Hank, maybe.
Hank is an object.
Hank's an
not a
object.
creature.
He can't get love.
All right.
Oh,
To myself then.
that's just.
Oh no, I can't give it to myself.
No.
To Stragos.
You can give it to me.
There you go.
Two bards just giving each other inspiration.
You're doing great. Right back at you.
Okay. Did you say
Bardic
going to
partnership.
Turn to the one that's been doing the most damage to it now that it's not like frightened out of its brain. And it's going to turn to Hank.
Oh no.
That is a 15 to hit.
15 misses.
Oh, damn.
Wow, Hank is
Yeah.
tough.
Hank actually has a higher AC than I do.
What?
Yeah.
What? How is this
Yeah.
possible?
It's ridiculous. They have, I think it's like 14 plus your proficiency modifier is their AC. So
Right.
yeah,
Okay, well,
Bass
No,
players are
for the-
sturdy, man.
yeah.
going for the short sword attacks. Well, the first one is a 7, so that's nope.
hmm
The second one is a 22.
That'll hit.
That'll hit.
It doesn't matter. He's got 1 hit point.
Okay. As
So
Hank
he
is-
swings through Hank and he
No.
just ceases to exist.
He's gonna play bass.
I feel like, that's a very Spinal Tap kind of thing, is constantly replacing your bass player.
That's a good point.
It's definitely got Spinal Tap echoes.
yeah.
Okay. And that will bring us to Terus.
How far away am I from?
Currently, you're 10 feet away because that's where
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
you needed to be for your roar.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to do 2 longbow attacks.
You are 10 feet away with Tantan between the two of you.
So 18 to hit.
At disadvantage because you're blinded.
Oh, yes. I don't have any eyes.
How'd that happen?
Every time I remind you, you roll higher the second time. So yes,
Yep.
18 hits.
Right, and that is 3 points of damage.
Minimum damage.
And then I will do the second longbow attack. Roll it twice. 18 to hit.
Still hits.
Man, I should poke out my eyes more often. 8 damage this
8
time.
damage.
And I'm gonna do the roar again. Oh no! I should have read that. Never mind, I won't do that.
You can only do it once.
Yeah, I shouldn't have been able to do it the second time. My bad.
Well, didn't succeed, so no harm.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah. Okay, that brings us to Stragos.
Damn it. I really want to give my bardic inspiration over to Tantan, but I think I got to use my bonus action to summon Hank back again. Yeah, all right. I'm going to do it. I'll be like, yeah, all right. I'm going to summon Hank, and he'll appear right in front of her where he killed her again. Like,
Okay.
oh, hey, I didn't much care for you killing me. And he'll do a classic swing down on her again.
Alrighty.
17.
And hits.
I love it. Ooh, not bad. 8, 16 plus 6 is a 22 damage.
Whoa.
Yeah.
22.
22.
Wow.
It's the power of a great sword and, a bit of explodes magic.
Yeah, the Medusa is starting to look pretty rough.
Amazing. Cool. And that's the entirety of my action. I'll flavor call out to Tantan. Tantan, don't freeze up. I need my bass player.
You're doing great, man.
I know. Hank turns to you. Hey, I'm doing all the work.
It is now Tantan's turn.
Uh-oh.
You feel yourself starting to seize up.
Yeah. Well, I'm still a bear, so I'll do bear things. I'll
You'll just grit your teeth and bear it.
I'll just grit my teeth and bear it.
Puns are coming out.
I don't think they ever stopped.
Yeah, good one.
It's getting
21
better.
hits.
And 23 for claws. 11 damage.
Yeah. I always find it so hard to math.
So 16.
Tell you what's harder than math. Starsong skin at the moment.
It's all right. So at least those burns won't affect her anymore with such thick skin.
Maybe I'll need another dip in the hot springs. Bit of an exfoliation. Sandblasting.
Okay.
So is that a con save to try and not get
a con
petrified?
save at the end to try and shrug this off.
All right, so you just kill her before then.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no.
10. That's worse than last time.
A stone bear.
Hey.
Oh no.
I'm kind of surprised that there aren't more statues around down here. Are we the first ones who are dumb enough to try to do this?
Who
Well,
knows?
Stragos is currently facing you, and Terus is blind.
Well, with the we'll make it the Medusa's go, and go for the only thing that's about, which is Hank.
Oh no.
Snake bite. Jesus. Snakebite does not roll well. That's a 10.
That'll miss.
First
Okay.
short sword attack. God, that's a 9.
That'll miss as well. We're doing well. Hank, you're so nimble.
There we go. That's 19.
That'll hit. And
That's
Hank disappears again back to the astral plane for a bit.
And as freed, the Medusa is actually going to scamper to the opposite corner of the pool, or so imagine she's in the northwest corner. She's now scampered down to the southwest. She's 25 feet away.
Cool.
Which will bring us to Terus.
Okay. How far away is it again?
If you're going to do that now, you've heard her move. We'll need a perception check from you to try and determine that point.
23.
Yeah, she has scampered away somewhere away. But you've got a pretty good idea of where if you wanted to shoot at her.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Your rolls at disadvantage, please.
Right.
Why?
19.
That hits.
10 points of damage. Second attack.
It's looking very, very rough. There
Ooh.
we go.
And a critical fail.
Yep.
Oh, no.
As the arrow splinters on the wall behind it.
But for my first hit, I'll use Colossus Slayer.
Okay.
It's just giving me extra damage. So I'm just going to roll a d8. Where are you, d8? Roll. Okay, so extra 3 points of damage.
All right.
And that is all.
Very hurt. Okay. And we have our petrified duo for the next.
We can't help the petrified duo.
Hey.
Not the petrified duo, that's Stragos.
Nice.
We got Stragos.
Stragos. All right. I think Stragos is going to bonus action manifest Hank up behind him. And can Hank see where she's gone?
Hank would be able to determine that, yes.
Yeah, cool. So Hank's going to run up to her.
Well, actually, is your Echo Knight manifestation thing class senses?
It's got its own things because it's able to split up from me and do its own stuff. So,
Then yes.
to my knowledge, that is the case. Yes. So he'll run up and he's like, "I'm getting really sick of this. I'm gonna try and take care of you right now." And so I'm gonna do my fury attack with him. So let's see how many attacks I can do. I'm going to roll attack first for a natural 20.
Oh,
Damn.
That's
yeah, rolling well.
Yeah, I know. It's the best I've ever rolled in my life.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Oh, that's actually some really low dice rolls there. 3, 7, 10, 12, and so that is 16 damage on a crit.
Yep. Well, how is she dying?
Yes.
That's enough.
Yes. Go, Hank.
Hank actively avoids cutting any of the snakes because he heard from Stragos that they double. So he'll
Naturally.
he goes for the arms and hacks them off and tries to let her bleed out a little bit.
Okay.
So-
As you hack off the arms and Kill Bill Crazy 88 fight style, the blood just
Nice.
Nice.
see pale skin get paler and paler as Medusa faints to the floor unconscious, still bleeding out, and eventually expires.
Thanks, sir.
leaving you with a blinded Terus and Hank and 2 statues.
Well, I mean, I don't want to, make light of a bad situation, but this sounds like a really good country song.
Did we win? Did we win?
Yeah, no, I think Hank take care of her. I haven't actually turned around yet to confirm. And then Hank's like, yeah, no, I got her. She's pretty dead. Cut off her arms. Anyone want a hand? And he starts waving them around. All right, well, let's see what we got. And then, Stragos and Hank will go over to Starsong and Tantan and see, medicine check, I guess. See if there's anything they can do.
Sure. Take a medicine check.
Oh, ready for this +0? That'd be a 10.
Can I go?
They are stone. You're like, I've never had to heal anything that's stone. I don't know how this works.
Yep. All right. So, Hank, any idea? He's like, no, man, I got nothing. I use the same intelligence stat as you. All right. Well, I mean, perhaps Blondie might have a little hint. I mean, any excuse to see him is a good one. Like Hank's like, yeah, I know. I can see straight up his skirt from where I was standing.
This is a DM's call, I guess, but I cast Lesser Restoration on myself to try and get my eyes back.
I'll allow it.
Oh, he's such a nice dude. Many wouldn't.
Many wouldn't, but I'll be nice this time around.
All right.
I can see again. Yes.
Cool. Terus, if you wait here, Hank, you can wait here too, and I'm going to go try and find Blondie.
Oh, have you seen my new muscles? I can carry them both.
Yeah, no, I'm just concerned that I've seen you carry our equipment and I've seen you break it. No, I'm good. I think
I'm stronger since then. I'll pick them up. I'll pick them both up.
Oh, dear Jesus.
One of us is a bear.
General strength check.
A stone bear.
Just
Strength check, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, an 8.
You drag the.
Oh God, it's Sally all over again.
They're also not next to each other, so you sort of drag one over to the other, and you try and put them both on one shoulder as you sort of lean in under to get both of them up, and you snatch up to try and lift them up. You lose your footing and smack on the ground.
Oh,
sorry. Don't worry. 10 can cast mending.
Does mending work on pride?
All right, perhaps don't lift
all together.
I'm gonna go find Blondie. You guys wait here. Hank, make sure he doesn't lift him. And then Stragos is going to, get on all fours and kind of sprint up the way.
Okay.
Gotta see the lead singer.
As Stragos runs back up through, carefully avoiding the broken shards of mirror. Well, it depends. If you keep running through, you will take damage.
He learned his lesson. These are sharp things in mirror that can go through hoof.
Yep. As he daintily hoofs.
It's to ballerina for that bit. Just screaming.
Fantasia.
Yeah. Just screaming, Blondie!
As you step out, the first thing you see is that Sun Elf still just standing nearby, awaiting whatever had happened, and immediately comes to start at your calling out.
Hey, Elfie, you happen to see that blonde boy around?
Seth will be probably at his desk.
Yes. Oh, right. Thank you.
How is it down there?
Oh, yeah, no, there was some kind of Medusa-like creature, and anyway, we killed it, but it's turned some of the peoples to stone. Give me a moment, I got to find Blondie.
Actually, there's a thing we might be able to help with that.
Oh, all right, well, perhaps you go down and help them with that. I'm going to go find Blondie.
She
One track mind.
One track mind. As you run off back to the lobby, get safe, who follows you as you head back out. You also see.
Oh, there's no rush. We can take our time.
Several of the helpers of the temple all going down with the Sun Elf, who, as a group effort of everybody, you managed to get both statues up, and at the elves' direction, both statues are placed into the hot spring. Very, very gently and delicately, all the helpers avoiding getting any splash damage on them, avoiding getting wet. They soak them in there as you guys sit and wait.
Stragos is just leaning over the front desk. So are these candies for everyone, or are they just there for show?
Help yourself. You have defeated our problem.
Is that rock candy? Too thin.
It's that hard caramel.
Rock. That reminds me of something.
And after about an hour of soaking in, Starsong and Tantan, you get the effect of a greater restoration spell.
Ooh, fancy. We turn back into
water.
ourselves, just soggy.
Still a bear, I guess.
I don't know. How long does your transformation last? 2 hours or what?
It's like an hour, yeah.
It's generally something to do with like a modifier. I think
Yeah, 1 hour.
1 hour. Okay.
But
You turn back into you, and then you turn back into you.
Time petrified, I'll say stops. So I would still be bear.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
as you enter consciousness as a bear in this pool, in this magic pool again.
Tantan just sits down in the pool and relaxes as a bear instead.
Yep. As you are.
What's that wet bear smell?
Slightly muskier than wet dog. But over the course of the next couple of days of free food, free lodging, free massages, you find yourself very pampered and completely forgetting about the actual task that you had been set back in Candlekeep.
Oh, anthrax! That's right. We're going to find somebody.
Hey, in fairness, I think the original plan was to come here to what's it called? Copy down the part of the Price of Beauty book.
Yeah.
And I had my unseen servant doing that. So he got an hour's worth of copying before he disappeared.
And given the time, I think that is a fairly decent place to end the one shot with a whole bunch of pampered, wet bears.
So we failed to find the dude, but at least we copied the book.
In fairness, I didn't really care for Loris anyway.
Yeah. He probably had a reason for leaving.
I get it. She was really not special.
We did ask, to be fair. We asked like 2 or 3 people here, and everyone was like, no, we've never heard of him. So we were like, okay, well, massages and hot springs then.
Guess he didn't come here. Let's check in the hot springs, make sure he's still around.
I've got this image of all of us just walking out of the portal looking amazing and just going up to Loris. Oh, yeah, we didn't find him. Yeah.
Oh, you're still here. That's a bit awkward. I thought you would have taken the hint.
The gig went well, though, so,
They even listen to you playing your songs.
Yay.
Well, I must say that was a hell of a lot of fun. And that's what we're here for. So I think we'll say goodbye there. And
it's been a pleasure. Thank you, Nickel Pickle. It's thanks for sticking with us.
Yes, thank you, Nickel Pickle. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And
thank you for running the game.
And thank you, Peter,
Evan.
for jumping
Thank you,
in
Peter.
as well. And
Yes,
Evan,
thank you so much
special
for having
DM
me.
Gentlemen.
Happy to assist.
all right. Good night, everyone. We'll stop the stream there. See ya.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Good night.